Hello everyone, welcome to another Let's Play of Stardew Valley. This is our 41st, is that how you say it? 41st Let's Play, and it is day 13 of spring, year 2, and I seem to have my headphones on backwards. Ah, much better. We'll file that under technical difficulties. It's Saturday. Hey, it's Saturday. And it is also the egg hunt day. Glad I checked my calendar for that. I don't usually give out my recipes, but since you've been such a sweetheart to George and I've written this one down for you. Rice pudding. Our cherry tree does not have a cherry, which seems incorrect somehow. Can crows get cherry trees? And the wizard has sent us another fire crystal, which is nice of him, although, excuse me, I don't really know that they have value once you don't need them anymore for the community center board. Alrighty. Everything going along in there. And should go along in there until next Friday. Like, we should not have to check on them. One thing I saw somebody suggest, which was frankly genius, was that when you set up kegs or casks will come later. When you set them up to go, you could set up another one inside your house or outside the greenhouse or whatever, and then you just watch and see whenever that one's ready, and when it is, you go inside and get your stuff. And that way it's kind of like a external reminder, which I'm all about. So we might need to do something like that, but I can't do that until without taking down a keg, and I don't want to take down a keg and lose the cranberry inside. So we'll just have to craft a new keg or take down an old one whenever they empty. But yes, I think that's quite clever. I feel like we're missing somebody. There you are. The egg festival has begun in the town square. Well, we should probably skedaddle over there. But oh, oak. No game. I would not like to eat mayonnaise straight out of the jar. That sounds kind of disgusting. No offense to people who like mayonnaise straight out of the jar, I guess. I would have thought that was not a thing. But my ex was so fond of mayonnaise. So deeply fond of mayonnaise. That he would in fact joke about eating mayonnaise straight out of the jar. I think that he would have too. I don't know that I ever saw him do it, but I think that he would have if I hadn't made faces. I'm not a big mayonnaise fan. I know that I am supposed to be. But I just personally am not. But I'm happy that people exist who are, because they buy my mayonnaise, and I really do wonder how the people who are buying my mayonnaise are packaging and marketing the void mayonnaise to consumers. Do the consumers know they're getting void mayonnaise? They must, because they're paying more for it. It's not like it's a cheap cut rate material that we're trying to get rid of. I'm pretty sure it's worth more than regular mayonnaise. But it's void mayonnaise. It may or may not be secretly evil with its weird little red speckles. Maybe they sell it as like an extreme mayonnaise. Oh, like mayonnaise for men. You know how they always market men's personal care products as like extreme and hardcore, and it has a perfect name. You just call it mayonnaise, you know. I'm just saying. Okay, we've got some things here, and I really don't want to buy a bunch more seasonal plants because I don't know where I'd put them. So I'm gonna wait on that. And I don't really want a lawn flamingo or a plush bunny, so let's just wait on those two. Maybe that'll be our year 3 thing, is buying stuff. Actually, wait. I don't know that we'll play through year 3. I'm playing to year 3, not necessarily past that. Well, we'll still wait. Is there any more food? Nobody has anything new to say in the festivals, which is kind of a shame because, I mean, obviously you know people a lot better. I'm not a big fan of eggs, to tell you the truth. By the way, I noticed that. So I'm playing this in March, and I don't think this video will go up until like June or something, so that feels forever away. But I noticed that there's a 1.4 update coming up, and it didn't say what was going to be in the update. It just said lots of stuff. And on the one hand, I'm excited because it's like, lots of stuff? What does that mean? And on the other hand, I'm a little worried because, like, what if it breaks all my mods? So, a lot of the mods that I'm using, like the bathroom in the house and everything, those are abandoned, deprecated mods. They're not... I don't think anyone's keeping them up to date. At least I don't think so. Okay, here we go. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Crap, Vincent, get out of my way. 6. No, I took a suboptimal path and we're going to have to restart today. I can feel it already. 7. 8. No. 9. That's not going to be enough. It's not going to be enough. It's not going to be enough. It's not going to be enough. Aw, man. I'm really irked that you can't get the one in the back of the pickup truck. You used to be able to get it. Oh, we won! Ah, here's your prize. Enjoy. You got 1,000 gold. Nice. We spent way more than that on strawberries, but still. Nice. Okay. And I didn't really leave a spot for the strawberries to go out here, even though I very much want to plant some of them out here. Hi, baby. Hi, Pierre. You are so silky. You are so silky. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 20. Hi, Cookie. That's a start. Yeah, I know, it's late and time for bed. I do at least want to get the rest of the cauliflowers. I suddenly couldn't remember their name. Oh, and we can make more cakes now. I was just saying we need to make more cakes and put one in as a alarm to say, oh, hey, cakes are ready. And we can do that now. But that will have to wait until tomorrow because we are way too sleepy. Alright, fish go in the fish jar. I forgot to sell my produce, my produce. I'll have to do it tomorrow. Fortunately, we sold some veggies. But we had enough money that waiting a day isn't going to kill us. Rain, rain, rain. No, it's going to be partially cloudy. The spirits are very displeased. We just learned how to cook hash browns. So that's nice. Okay, so let's put you there. And put you in that. And that way, when it's time to harvest, we'll know. Okay, you go there, you go there, and you go there. There we go. coffee beans are ready. All right. And they had no gold stars on them at all. I don't even know if coffee comes in different star categories. They might be unique in that they don't. Aw, man. I hate to put a gold star fruit in a seed maker because those things are worth their weight in gold, funnily enough. Oh, the one little seed down there that didn't get watered last night. I goofed. Oh, there it is, just one star seed still. We did at least get more beets than before, which is good because we want to get quite a few to put 10 in the mayor's freezer, or fridge, whatever it was, in order to satisfy the very strange note we got from the side quest where we put a battery in the bus tunnel. For those of you who remember that. And if you don't, it's okay because it has been a while. But we put a battery in the tunnel and it told us to put a rainbow shell in the bin by the railroad track, and we did that, and it said to put 10 beets in the mayor's fridge. Is this all just a ploy to get beets and Lewis is scamming us? We don't know. It seems rather strange. Oops, not what I meant to do. But we have nothing better to do but obey the strange whims and maxims of notes that we find at random outside. Hey, it's a dinosaur egg! I feel like I'm missing something. Okay, it is Sunday. So we are going to go do a couple of things. Golly, I'm cold. You won't be feeling this probably, unless I guess if you're in the southern hemisphere, but because by the time this goes up it'll be nice and summery. But right now, in March, it is one of the coldest months we have had this winter. You remembered my birthday? I'm impressed. Thank you. It is just brutally cold. And somehow worse because we thought winter was maybe over. This is a really nice gift, thank you. If you ever find any interesting driftwood, I could use it. I wonder if she likes the wood that you can get in the crab pots. That would be so cute if you could give her that. I bet that she doesn't. That she's programmed to hate it just like everybody else. But that would be cute if she was happy with it. Rare plant, and I don't think we will pay you $2,500 for coffee bean because we have coffee beans galore now. Actually, we planted them all, but did we have any left over? What did I do with them? I have no recollection. You can put 5 of them in a keg to get a cup of coffee, and we will be doing that. It's really good to have coffee. You go faster, walk faster. It makes you perky. Just one tree. Where's Abigail going? Hey Anna, what do you think happens to us after we die? I have no idea. We come back as spooky ghosts, we go to heaven, our energy bodies enter the astral plane, or nothing, we just cease to exist. I have no idea. I don't think that was the answer she wanted. Just hanging out next to the wizard tower, are you? Interesting. I wish that Abigail had stuff to do. Like, she seems bored. And I feel like if she had stuff to do, she might be less unhappy. She's supposedly in school, but we never see her doing any kind of studying. I think she has a couple of lines about homework and staying up late. But it's not like with Sebastian, where he has cutscenes about being frustrated that people are interrupting his work. And in fact, Abigail is one of the main people who interrupts Sebastian's work. That's not what I meant to do, but oh well. We might have a slight energy crisis on our hands because my energy bar is low. Hi, baby girl. Why do you look so upset? What happened? Did one of the kittens disrespect you? Why are you so flipping your tail? Who upset you, baby girl? Not gonna tell me, huh? Okay, that's fair. I would like to not have to eat another sashimi. Okay, here we go. We're gonna make it. Phew! That was close. I thought we were gonna have to burn another sashimi. I should probably go back inside and plant the rare plant that we picked up, but I don't want to. One more day isn't gonna hurt anything. And I've got other stuff on my mind. Namely, that now that we have some ingredients. My hands are so cold. It's distracting. Now that we have some ingredients, it might be fun to try to fill out our collection a little bit. So next, after fried egg, we have omelet. We need egg and milk. We've got that. So boom. Those were in the refrigerator, so we didn't have to go get them. Leek and dandelion. Leek and dandelion. Salad. Cheese, cauliflower. We need cauliflower, we need cheese. Well, the description is at least accurate. Baked fish. We need a sunfish, a bream, and a wheat flour. We have a bream. Do we have a sunfish? That is a good question. We don't. Or don't seem to. The sunfish is a fish that can be found in the river during spring and summer. And it looks kind of like the bullhead, but it isn't the bullhead. Okay, so maybe tomorrow we'll go get some fishing done. The next one is parsnip soup, which requires parsnips. Then we have, ooh, it's question marks for us. We have a vegetable medley, which we need to be friends with Caroline to get. The next one, also close to us, is Complete Breakfast. Which we haven't had a chance to learn from the TV yet. Fried calamari, which requires squid. I do not think I have any squid. I didn't keep them. So that is a winter fish, and we're just gonna be SOL on that. Should have kept one. My own fault. Strange bun requires periwinkle. We do have those. What an interesting bun. Periwinkle, wheat flour, and void mayonnaise. Ah, so something does use void mayonnaise. The next item is something we haven't had a chance to learn yet. Then there is fried mushrooms, which requires a common mushroom and a morel, or a morel, not sure how to pronounce that. Pizza needs a tomato. Wrong one. Cherry, what are you doing? New achievement, cook. You're sneezing is what you're doing. We've already created bean hot pot because we made it for Demetrius. Glazed yams takes a yam. Boom. Hash browns requires a potato. I'm just gonna put some of these up here. What are you doing? What are you doing? Get out of there. Silly girl. Silly girl. Potatoes are a spring crop, so they are in the spring jar. What am I doing? There we go. Pancakes, wheat flour and eggs. Salmon dinner takes salmon, amaranth, and kale. Okay, we have a salmon, we have an amaranth, and we have a kale. Whew. The odds of that were not great. Fish taco, tuna, tortilla, and red cabbage. Well, we don't have red cabbage because we haven't had a chance to grow it yet. So that's a no. The next one we don't know. Pepper poppers. We've got hot peppers, so we can make those. There they are. Bread. We can make bread. We don't have whatever's next to bread. Trout soup requires a rainbow trout, which I don't know that we've ever even caught. Rainbow trout is a summer fish, so I'm not going to be getting that anytime soon. Chocolate cake. Whatever's next to chocolate cake, we don't know yet. Whatever's... Okay, rhubarb pie. We can't make rhubarb pie because we've never made rhubarb before. Cookie requires wheat flour, and we are fresh out, so we'd have to go buy some more of that. So, we will pause there, I think, in terms of our cooking spree. And probably I'm just going to keep those in reserve for times when we might need them, or people who might want them. I hate the waste of food. You can sell it, but it doesn't go, there's no, as far as I know, there's no stats for selling it, just for making it. Let's see. The cooking. Yeah, times cooked, 1, blah, blah, blah. So there's no stats for selling, just for making. And we got cook, and the next one is sous chef. All right, we're just flying along. It's gonna be a beautiful sunny day tomorrow. It's salmonberry season. Oh, it's salmonberry season. Well done. That radically changes our plans for the day. I'd like to surprise my husband with a gift. He's a big fan of leeks. Could you bring me one? Yes, I will bring you leeks. Green beans are sprouting. And there's a salmonberry bush right over there that needs our attention. Okay. Did I plant a parsnip in there? Why did I do that? I truly did not understand what my thought process was. Did I just have an extra seed that I needed to get rid of? That sounds like something I do. Ah, I love that. I find that so strangely soothing. Okay. Got the green beans. And let's grab the blue jazzes. Okay, those are all normal garlics. Excuse me. Okay. I kept 4 of the silver blue jazzes because, I mean, I want to keep some blue jazzes for people who like them, and apparently we're not capable of growing normal ones. They all want to be blue star or gold star or silver star. I know we haven't taken care of the animals yet. I will do that when we come back. But I don't want to forget George, or I guess technically Evelyn. Where is she? She's at the house. And I don't want to forget Pierce. Okay. We're going to buy another peach and orange sapling while we're here. And a few more supplies. Okay. And then a whole bunch of kale seeds. All the kale seeds. This is the part where I wish I had a horse. Except I don't, because then I'd have to keep getting on and off of him. The neat thing I will say about the horse mechanics is you can get him whenever you want. If you want a horse early in the game, you can get a horse early in the game. That can be one of the first structures you built. If you want a horse later in the game, like we're doing, you can get a horse later in the game. It is up to you. One reason why I do not get a horse is not because there's anything wrong with the horse, but because there's quite a bit wrong with me. Once I can speed travel around, it's much harder for me to make myself stop and do things that I need to do, like gather berries or hoe up the worm thingies. It's very hard for me to stop because I'm on a mission. I'm going somewhere and I have to get off my horse, do the thing, get back on the horse. It's very difficult for me to do mentally. So that's a me thing. That's not the horses are bad or broken or anything. That's a me thing. The other reason that I haven't gotten a horse in this playthrough, or like stopping to give people gifts. I have a really hard time doing that when it means getting off my horse, because it's like, but I'm going somewhere. The game kind of urges you to treat the horse like a object for transportation as opposed to one of the animals. Because it's very easy to leave the horse somewhere. Like if you were to ride the horse up to the mines and then you decided to leave the mines via the minecart. You haven't taken your horse back home. You've just left him up there waiting outside the mines. And I think the horse will come back every night, and the game is even like, yes, that is what horses are for. Don't question it. Just go. And the problem with that is, and this is another me problem, I feel ridiculously guilty doing that. Like some poor horse waiting by the mines for his rider to come back, and then finally he gives up and goes home, and then the rider the next morning is like, oh yeah, hi horse, good for coming back. I feel so guilty doing that. And, you know, that's my problem for not being able to separate a game mechanic from its appearance. Just because it looks like a horse doesn't mean it is a horse. I know that, but I still struggle. So, for all those reasons, the horse mechanic is not really a great one for me, because I struggle with it. And it's funny, because if you actually had to ride the horse back, I would be one of the first people complaining about how that completely makes the minecarts useless, because now I have to ride my horse back. And I know that about myself. Like, I know that if you had to ride the horse back, that would drive me crazy if it forced you to do that. So here he went and made it so that you didn't have to do that, and I'm over here complaining going, but now I feel bad. Great, so you can't be pleased at all. Good to know. I know. I never said that my brain made sense. In fact, I will deny to the bitter end that my brain makes any kind of sense, because it doesn't. Okay. Now we have some options, and I don't really like either of them. We can stay here and water our crops, which is almost certainly the right thing to do. Or we can go berry picking, which is what we're going to do. And I know that this is the wrong thing to do because I just planted 100 kale seeds, and those kale seeds are not going to do anything if I don't water them. I need to be watering them. I know that. And I know that those kale seeds are going to get me so much more money than the salmon berries that I'm picking up. But the salmon berries are here for a limited time only, and I've just got to pick them up. Hi, Crisp. I can't not. Look how pretty they are. They want to be harvested. What a good boy you are. Plus, this is a good excuse to let me go out and see how the trees are doing. Not growing as fast as I'd like. Not growing as fast as I would like. I wonder if people have tried growing non-fruit trees in the greenhouse. Lumber trees. I wonder how that works out when they try. I have extremely mixed feelings about the greenhouse trees because they pretty clearly weren't supposed to be there, and indeed he patched them out for a while. And normally that would be enough to get me to not do them because you know, it's kind of immersion breaking to have all these trees growing on squares that shouldn't support trees. But I think the greenhouse looks a lot prettier with the trees in them. And pretty is important too, so I tend to end up growing some fruit trees in the greenhouse just to be attractive. Go back to sleep, Chris. It's okay. Go back to sleep. I'd pet you, but Mommy's hands are cold. Although I don't suppose you'd mind. You've got that thick fur coat. Okay. You know, I think we're gonna make it. I do, actually. I am always convinced that we won't be able to water our crops in time. And then somehow, we do. We might even have time to chop down that tree behind us. I should be chopping down hardwood as well. The final house upgrade requires a bunch of hardwood. So we should be saving for that. I think it takes 100 hardwood. In previous games, I would have saved the salmon berries to give as gifts, but our blackberry sashimi plan is going so well that I think we might as well just sell them. Okay. So, there they are, 66 berries, boom. I don't know how much they're worth to us because, you know, we've had that bear triple the selling cost. So, that will be interesting to find out when we go to sleep. And our character's very tired. But before we let her go to sleep... Oh, we've got 200 hardwood, so never mind, we're good. I mean, that doesn't mean we should just willy-nilly spend it everywhere, but... Fridge. Into the fridge you all go. Okay, cookies are next. The next thing is spaghetti, which requires a tomato. We don't have very many of those, but we've got a few. Then we have fried eel, which requires an eel. And eels require rain. So the next time it rains, let me know. Ditto for spicy eel. Sashimi we've cooked. Maki roll requires fish, seaweed, and rice. We have fish, we have seaweed, we have rice. There's a maki roll. Tortilla requires corn. Who squeaked? Hi, Chip. I'll be with you in just a second. Make 2 tortillas because a fish taco requires a tortilla, so we'll need that later. The next thing we don't have yet eggplant parm requires an eggplant and a tomato. Interestingly, that it spans across 2 seasons. Rice pudding, ice cream. Blueberry tart requires a blueberry, which is summer, not fall. We just got sous chef. That's 25 recipes mastered. So that's nice. Now on page 2. Autumn's Bounty requires a yam and a pumpkin. Then we need another pumpkin. So let's go get those. 1 yam, 2 pumpkins. 1 yam, 1 pumpkin, 1 cran sauce. We need bread and hazelnut. Bread and a hazelnut for stuffing. Farmer's lunch requires an omelet and a parsnip. We'll it's good that we didn't throw anything away. We're reusing things. Survival burger requires a cave carrot and eggplant. And they laughed when I saved all my cave carrots. Survival burger. Dish of the sea requires 2 sardines and hash browns. I don't think we have 2 sardines. I think we have 1. Miner's treat requires 2 cave carrots. Honestly, I really do think those sound vile. Roots platter, a cave carrot, and a winter root. Algae soup, 4 algae. Pale broth requires 2 algae. 2 white algae. Eesh. Plum pudding requires 2 wild plums. Artichoke dip requires an artichoke, and we don't have any of those because we haven't grown any artichokes yet. Actually, I don't think that's true. I think we did grow 1 artichoke, but I think I sold it. Cave carrot, common mushroom, kale for stir fry. Cave carrot, common mushroom, kale. Watch the time. And then after stir fry, we need a recipe we don't have. Pumpkin pie requires pumpkins. Shocking everyone in the audience, I know. Radish salad requires radishes. Watch the time. After radish salad is something we don't have yet. And something else we don't have yet. Cranberry candy requires apples, which we don't have because even though we have an apple tree, we don't, we didn't save any. We didn't save any. Let's go ahead and put some of these in here. After cranberry candy comes something we don't have yet. Coleslaw requires a red cabbage, which we don't have yet. Something else we don't have yet. Another thing we don't have yet. Chowder requires a clam, and lobster requires a lobster. Clam and lobster. And with that, we have to run to bed. Got there exactly on time. Nice. Okay. You didn't think I would make it, did you? You might not have. Maybe you did. And we will call that a video. But we did pretty good, all things considered. I mean, we are not fully there yet. But, you want to say that's half? I want to say that's half. I don't know, but I want to say it's half. Just for giggles. And this won't count. What's left? Escargot, which we can make. We just didn't have a chance to. Something else that we don't have. Something else that we don't have. And something else that we don't have. So it was, oh man, I could have done escargot. I just didn't, I needed to do that. The tricky thing is going to be the gosh darn fish, because I'm going to have to remember to catch them all. So that'll be fun. This has been Stardew Valley, and my name is Anna Mardell, and I will see you in the next Let's Play. Thank you for coming. Bye-bye.